Alright guys, welcome back to HTML and CSS tutorial number 9. In this tutorial, I'm going to clear things about table adding or adding tables to a website in HTML and CSS. Okay, well, in the previous tutorial we end up on the width of a table, and that's how to add width to a table. And when we clear up this thing, let's say we clear up this, when we clear up this and then we go ahead and save it, when you run our program, you can see that the table is very small. Okay, that's why we brought in the width to make it a little bit bigger so that it will take the width of our website. Okay, now we are going to introduce a new thing in the table. You see, we have this table, and then in the table we have the table header. The table header is this spy tag, as you can see here, and then in the table we have table row, which is this is the first row and this is the second row. In the first row we have two data, which is data 1, which consists of Richard, and as you can find here, Richard, and then data 2, which is YouTube, as you can find here, YouTube. And then in the second rule we have three data or three columns, okay, which is column 1, which consists of rice, column 2, which consists of dog, and column 3, which consists of cat, as you can see here in that order. Now today what we are going to learn is two different things which we add to our table, which is cell padding and then cell spacing. If I say cell padding, what is cell padding? Cell padding is simply giving space between the text and the border. So in order to introduce cell padding in the table tag, okay, in the first opening tag or in the first element opening tag of the table tag, you click on the space bar, then you type in cell padding. You don't type in capital letters, sorry, cell padding, okay, which is SCELLPADDING. That's cell padding. Should be equals to, then these two colon signs, then you put in a figure that you want your cell padding to be. I say I want mine to be 10%. okay, when mine is 10%, I go ahead and save it and run it and see what I have done. Right, you could see that now the space between the text and then the border is 10%. okay, the gap between here to the text is 10%. That is how to padding your cell. Okay, that is cell padding, to give space between the border and the text. Okay, now the other thing I want to show you is cell spacing. Okay, so in the same table you go ahead and click on space bar. When you click on the space bar, then you type in cell spacing, okay, which is CELLSPACING, should be equals to, then you bring your two colons. When you bring the two colons, let's say I want the cell spacing to be let's say 10%. okay, let me like my cell spacing to be 10%. I go ahead and save it, and when I save it and run it, you can see that the space between our tests, two tests, which is test 1 and test 2, there's a gap in between them. So cell spacing is simply give space between test and the other test, but in the same border. You see, so we are having space between this test and the other test, but it is in the same borderline. This is the borderline, okay, but with the cell padding, it's giving space between the borderline and then the test. Okay, now you should get this thing very clear. If you don't understand now, I beg you, please go over the tutorial again and you get it. Okay, now after you've created your table, there are a lot of things that you can add in the table. Anything that you can add on your website, you can add it in the table. You can add links, pictures, what have you, everything that you can add. So I'm going to do one or two examples because somebody was saying he doesn't understood it. All right, so let's say I want to create a link outside the table. Okay, now what I will want to do is I'll create a link outside the table, and to create a link you need a, so we are going to create a link outside the table. So is the first opening tag, it's a double tag, so you have to create the first opening tag and then the closing tag. Okay, and then what is the element for link? The element for link is A. Okay, so you put in A in the first opening tag, and then behind the slash sign in the closing tag you put in A again. Now you come back to the first opening tag, then you click on your space bar, then you introduce what we call the href. Okay, href should be equals to then the two colons. Okay, when you bring the two colons, in the two colons, then you write in http, you bring this sign, then // okay, / google.com. okay, google.com. Let's make it capitalized. This google.com. okay, now when you come to now in the opening tag, then you give the link a name. Okay, so you have to give it a name. Let's say link, Google link. Okay, let me make it Google link. Okay, right, let's try and save this and see what we've now done. Now you go ahead and save it, and then when you run it, you can see that we have a link here, which when you click on the link, it will link you to Google. Okay, now this is what we mean. All that I'm trying to tell you, that you can add this link in a table. Okay, so with this link, all that you have to do is to copy the link, and when you copy the link, or let me cut it, you can copy or you can cut, but I prefer cutting it. So okay, when you cut it, maybe I don't want Richard to be here anymore, I want the link to be there, so I go ahead and clean Richard from there, and then I'll paste in the link. So I'll go ahead and click on paste. Okay, when you click on paste, now you paste in the link, and then you can save what you've done to see. When you click, I'll go ahead and save it and run. You can see that now the Google link is now in the table that we have created, and when you click on this link, it will run and open Google, as you can see. So that is how to add links in a table. You understand? In case you don't know how to add it, then you can also add images. Okay, assuming I have this image, let's see, I'm going to create an image right now. So the element name for image is img, right? So you put in img, and then the element name for image is img. When you put in img, then you go ahead and press in src, which is source. src, the source should be equals to, then remember I had an image which was named richard.jpg, so I just type in richard.jpg, all right. So let me go ahead and save this thing and see what I have done right now. I go ahead and save it, and then I'll run it, and if I'm able to add an image, all right, that is the image that I was talking about. Assuming I want to reduce the length of the image and then the height of the image, all right, so I go ahead and go to height, HEIGHT, height should be equals to, then you bring in your 2 colon, let's say 10, and width should be equals to 5, which is width. Width should be equals to 2 colons, let's say 5%. all right, so 5. Let me go ahead and save this thing, and I save it and run it. You can see that the image will reduce drastically and become as small as you can see here, which means the height and width is too small. So I'm going to make the width 50, and then I'll run it again and see what I've done. Now I've gotten a nice width, and the height is going to increase to, let's say, 40%, right? So the height should be 40%, and let's see what we have done. Okay, we go ahead. Now you can see that our image is looking as wonderful as we wanted. Now you can copy the whole of this image. Okay, you can go ahead and copy the first one. I cut it. Now I want to copy it. I will copy it, and maybe let's say I don't want dog or YouTube to be. Okay, let's say I don't want YouTube to be here, so I'll go ahead and come and clean YouTube. Okay, I'll clean YouTube, and then I'll paste in what I have copied as my image. And that you have to do is to go ahead and then save it, and when you save it, then you come back and run it. You can see that now our image is right in the table. Okay, so you can clean whatever you have here if you don't want it here anymore. All right, so that is how to add links and images to your website or your table you have in your website. Okay, if you don't understand anything in this video after you finish watching it, then please leave me a comment on the comment section. Okay, and please make sure you subscribe to give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and please make sure you subscribe to my channel to get more videos from me, and also click on the notification bell so that whenever I post in a new video you get a notification. If you watch my video and you don't understand anything, kindly scroll down to the comment section and then give me a comment. Okay, when you give me a comment, I'll clear things for you whenever I see your comment. Okay, thank you for being with me up to this period. I love you all, and please make sure you practice. Okay, because practice makes perfect. When you don't practice, you will not understand it, but when you practice, you get everything very clear. Thank you for being with me up to this time. I love you all, and God bless you. Bye.